We are the mirror to the external world just as much as the external world is a mirror to us. Take a moment to be with that as a contemplation. We are a mirror to the external world just as much as the external world is a mirror to us. So if you consider your partner, your children, your friends, your family, what is the mirror you are presenting to them? Is your mirror clean? Do you need to get some peppermint oil and water and spray it and give it a bit of a spruce up? I know I could do with a spruce up. In our discussion this morning, we've been dancing through the cocoon energy of which many of us have been in. And there's been a real quietness that we've allowed to rise through us. Being within our own sanctuary. And within the quietness, there's gentle observation. And in the gentleness, in the gentle observation, and in the quiet learning, and within the safe sanctuary of a cocoon, the sound, the soul sound, the symphony sound of our own innate natural wisdom the volume of that turns up higher. With less distraction, with less interference. And with that, while you are within that cocoon space, I invite you, if you have been in this space, gaze around you and re-experience the last week or two. How have others responded to you? Have they responded more in softness? Is there less noise around you? I know for me that has occurred. The depth of conversation that I am having within the same network of people, it's evolved and it's changed. There's softness and more understanding. And all that changed was me becoming quieter within my cocoon, within the safe sanctuary of my own heart, of my own essence. And if you are someone who hasn't necessarily been in this space, know that the new now society and that the new now is a reflection of this energetic imprint, of this energetic frequency. And if you were to now tune in to new now as an essence, the breath of the new now, the softness within the new now, the sanctuary of grace within the new now. Allow new now to reflect to you the softness, the gentleness, the peace, the quietness and the stillness in motion. And allow the breath of the new now to reflect to you your own deep breath within this now moment. Allow the new now to be the mirror to you of what's possible. And can you, in this essence, as you rise in frequency, allowing more light to infuse within your essence, increasing your light quotient, can you also mirror back to the new now the frequencies you have been gifted within this now moment? And if you connect back in with the new now, we've been in a space where we've played also with the nourished womb within the new now. The cosmic womb. Allow that to be reflected back to you as you reflect back to it. Allow the feedback loop to be like a breath. As you give, you receive. As you receive, you give. Allow yourself to breathe it in. You are the frequency of the new now. Feel the breath. Feel the softness. Allow the gentleness. A cocoon of safety. And as the new now breathes and expands, you look again and you notice and you see the angelic chamber within the new now. And you are reminded of the frequencies of the angelic chamber. They reflect back to you, mirrored back to you as you mirror it back. Feel the softness, feel the lightness, feel the freedom. Notice the spaciousness. And now coming back more to self, and notice how you feel. What is the difference? Is there a smoother breath? Do you feel softer? Do you feel more present? Has something come up? What is your energetic frequency? Tune into the breath of the new now. Beautiful. And now let's turn up the dial on the mirror of the new now. As you mirror the new now back to it. You are the new now. The new now is you. And now feel, sense, see what it would be like for the remainder of the day, today, for this moment, just for today, if you were to mirror to the external world these essences of the new now, knowing that the background is the new now. The essence of new now is your background in its absolute purity. Feel the breath. Reflect it out. Feel the lightness around you. The spaciousness without even needing to share a word. Notice your presence. Watch yourself walking into a room. Can you hear the sound of your energy? Turn up the frequency even more, allowing you now to reflect back to you, to mirror to you the purity, the freedom, the softness, the gentleness. As you mirror back to new now, a new mirror comes back. And each time this occurs, your mirror is cleaned and cleansed. You then mirror out to the world. You mirror out to your family and to others within you now. Can you be the purest reflection of kindness, gentleness, and softness? Where your mirror is so clean and so clear, there are no sticking points, nothing can stick. Even when it comes to words, the words that you express, notice the noise around the words reduces. Around the words you hear, you turn up your sonic senses and you hear the tingling around those words. Purity, softness, light frequency. And as the words move through your aura, through the purity of your mirror, they're received by others with wings. They're received by others from the sense of the breath of the new now, from the space of a nourished womb, even if you are male. With the frequencies of the angelic chamber, with essences of purity, softness, and grace. They're set free in the world. Lifting the vibration as you create a divine and yummy and delicious experience of creation around you, experience of the new now around you. The new now is a mirror to you. You are the mirror of the new now. We mirror it to ourselves. We mirror it to our environment, to our family and our communities. You are the mirror. And now, just because we can, and we're in this delicious space right now, let's invite our future self to come on in and mirror back to us the purity and the wonderment, the trust and the faith, the deep breath, knowing that our future self also has the essences, the future essence of the new now, reflecting back to our future self, to reflect back to us, which we then reflect into the world. Knowing also that our ancestors in the future are looking back at us as a mirror of possibility for them. Allow the frequencies that are divining here in these moments to rise, moving through you, to create more spaciousness, and let's infuse some more kindness. You are the mirror. You are the mirror to the external world, just as much as the external world is a mirror to you. Let us be the cleanest of mirrors, without distortion, a reflection of purity, a reflection of the new now, of the breath in its freedom, of frequencies of light. And with that, I invite you to slowly come back into this space, into this now moment. And I invite you to write a couple of sentences down in your journal as to what came up, what divined, what message do you have for yourself through your own wisdom, from the purity of you. The more space we allow ourselves to dance and divine in within our own essence, it's easier to hear the messages from our own heart. The sound and the frequency of softness and of purity is a higher note than, I don't even want to say like the harsh action and the bomb, and I don't even want to say that because I just don't want to disrupt this. Think of how much quieter it is. Quiet learning, quietness around you, quietness in your essence, stillness within your essence. You can still call upon action. It's more about knowing when to activate this within self. So with this journey, I invite you to play with this once a day and see how long you can take the essence of the mirror neuron, where you mirror the new now and where the new now mirrors to you. And play with it throughout your day, a couple of times. For a minute or so, close your eyes and allow the new now to mirror to you the new version of now in its purity, in its essence, in its frequency. And play, because it's all about play and creating your own wisdom through this practice.